And we are live. Welcome back, guys, to another edition of the Looted live stream. The thing that we would love to call a podcast, but is so unpolished and just unprofessional that I don't think we can call it a podcast just yet. I mean, I still haven't gotten Ben's webcam working, which is why we still have a loop of his face. But still, though it isn't actually him on the webcam, we do actually have Ben with us today. Hello, Ben. How are you doing?
Hello, Ben. I am doing fine.
Oh, good. Good.
Yes.
What have you been? What have you been up to today, Ben?
Today,
Yeah,
very little.
Very little. Oh, okay.
Actually,
good.
I bought Fallout 76
Oh, why? Why?
because it was really cheap.
I don't care how cheap it is. Why would you
And
buy
now I've
that?
sort of come to the conclusion of, yeah. I mean, for as much as like a Steam beta version of something, that's about what it should cost.
I mean, it's pretty much. It feels like an early access game, but it's
It
not
does.
early access.
I mean, it's not bad. It's just, it's a bit.
It's not bad. It's
It's
horrible.
not. It doesn't warrant like the sort of 50 quid they're charging for it.
How much did you buy it for on sale?
I think like about 11 quid.
Okay, I
Which
think
was
11
sort of
quid.
like-
It's about the right way
yeah.
to go. Okay, fine.
Any
I'll give
more
you
than
that.
I wouldn't have done, but I haven't given up on it. But it's definitely not a AAA title.
Oh, for sure. No. It definitely doesn't feel like for the people who went out there and spent like 50 quid on it as soon as it came out. I feel bad for them. So bad.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't do that.
That is not how you want to be. Well, I'm here today. I've got my vegan jerky, which I'm quite happy about. I don't know if I can show that to the webcam. Yeah. Oh, I flipped the webcam. You can't read that. It's called Noble Jerky. It's like soy meat jerky, and I'm actually quite enjoying it. It's a good time. It's a good time.
How does it compare to actual jerky?
I don't know. I haven't had actual jerky in a very, very long time, but I feel like it's pretty darn close.
Because I mean, like actual jerky isn't really that nice.
Oh, I used to love it. I used to love that type, like beef jerky and all that. My thing back in the day. Used to love that stuff. But you know, this will do. I hope everyone can hear the seagulls outside, because they are going for it. Jeez.
Yep, I can hear the seagulls outside, so I
Good.
can only assume everyone else can as well.
This hope, the authentic seaside experience, all via a live stream. Fantastic. Um,
Taste of the seaside.
oh yeah, there's some things no one wants. So all right, we've got a few topics this time around. Last time we just did sort of like a Q&A thing and an update on the channel and stuff, but this time we sort of wanted to throw in a few topics, talk about a few different things that we've seen recently, and you know, trying to make it more of a podcast format. So that's what we're going to try and do today. See how it goes. If it just fails, and we probably won't do it again. We'll stick to like a chat Q&A kind of thing, but we're going to do sort of like a Q&A at the end. So first things first, thing I want to talk about, I don't know how much you even you don't keep up to date with movies very often, do you? Like, you don't see them as they come out in cinema.
No, I have. You know, I did watch not the new Avengers film, but the one before it, and I thought it was awful.
Oh, Infinity War.
Yes.
Why did you find it awful?
Well, there was just nothing good about it.
What do you, what do you mean there's nothing good about it? It
Well,
was
you
so
know.
good.
Nothing really happened in it. It was just sort of like, oh, here's some action sequences.
Yep. Yeah, but did you watch all the other Marvel films building up to it?
No, and I feel like maybe if I had done that would have helped.
I feel
But
like
the
that would
problem
have really helped.
I would have to spend like an entire week catching up on them.
That's what I did.
Of
soon
course
as
you did.
as soon as Endgame came out, I was like, look, I want to see Endgame, but I haven't seen like loads of the Marvel films. So I think I got because they're not all on Netflix in the UK. So I got a VPN. I then used it to go to like Netflix in the US and then watch like Black Panther, Infinity War, well, all the other ones before Infinity War. Caught up, watched it, and then I was like, all right, I am mentally prepared to see Endgame now.
I think the problem is like every first one they do for every new superhero or whatever
Yeah.
is exactly the same. And it's only maybe like the second or third ones they're a bit different.
Did you? I mean, did you ever see
And I
something
wasn't
like Doctor Strange? Did you ever see Doctor Strange?
No.
That's a great film and completely different.
Him as a character was in that Avengers, and I found that Benedict Cumberbatch doing an American accent was the most ridiculous thing I'd ever heard.
It was fine. It wasn't that bad. It's like all the other British actors in that series, in that whole franchise. There's multiple British actors which are putting on American accents. And
Yeah,
it's kind
but
of weird.
he actually sounded like a British actor putting on an American accent, whereas the
Guess
others
so.
sort of got away with it.
No, I see what you mean. But that wasn't the movie I was going to be talking about. I was going to talk about the most recent Godzilla film, which I've seen. And me personally, I love Godzilla. Godzilla's fantastic. I've always had a bit of a problem with the US ones. Like the ones that America makes just are a bit odd to me. Like the one they made in 2014, I went to go see it for two reasons. One was because, what's his name? Bryan Cranston was in it. And also, it's Godzilla, and I love Godzilla. The big problem there was the fact that Bryan Cranston was only in it for like 20 minutes, and Godzilla, you only saw him for like 5-minute snippets, and then it cut off to something else for like 20 minutes, and it was it's such a it ruined it for me, and I was like, I'm never going to trust a future American Godzilla film. I'm not going to see it. It's just going to be disappointing. But then again, and then as soon as they announced this one, they put like Mothra, King Ghidorah in the trailer, and I was like, fine, I'll go see it. You teased me enough. And
Did you enjoy it?
I don't know. Like, I don't think I did. Like, it's so tricky because the monsters were done so well. Like, it was such a good film. So, like, it was such good sequences with the monsters. If you cut out like all the human stuff, it was great. But all the characters in there were just so one-dimensional, and the plot felt just a bit silly. And I was just I was falling asleep by the end of it, and that's never a great sign. Yeah, I don't know if anyone else has seen it. I mean, it's yeah. I'm so conflicted because I love Godzilla and the monsters were so good, but I can't rate that movie highly at all. I hate that. Like the last Godzilla movie that I really enjoyed was Final Wars, just because it was absolutely ridiculous and like the same sort of like campiness that you would expect from a Japanese Godzilla film. Actually, no, tell a lie. Shin Godzilla was amazing.
I'm trying to think which ones I've seen. There've been so many.
I bet the last one that you saw was the American one from like 2004. No,
I'm a little bit worried it might be.
is that the one that's based in New York, where they kill him by making a giant pile of fish and then they shoot him with missiles?
It might be something like, yeah, I think that might be it.
That
is
actually
bloody
hilarious.
old now.
It's yeah, it's really old and really, really, really bad. I do like the fact that they've consistently put Ken Watanabe in all of the films just because they need some Japanese guy to be in it. It feels a bit sort of like, we'll just put him in there because we need to put him in there. But he is good, so I'm not gonna judge him too much. But yeah, bit conflicted on Godzilla, but overall, if you like Godzilla, go see it. But if you're a bit on the fence about it, you're not missing out on much if you don't see it. That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, I will watch it in, a year or so when it's on Netflix, probably.
I feel like you're going to watch it on an aeroplane. I think that's probably where you're going to watch it.
No, most of my flights are too short. They don't bother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I tend to like loads of films. I say loads of films. Half the time, there's films that I go, I will not watch that. I'll watch it next time on an aeroplane, which isn't very often. But
yeah, you have to be on I don't know. You have to have enough time to enjoy it as well. You have to be on a long flight.
Long haul flights, yeah. Like
Yeah.
the few times that we went to Japan, it's like a 13-hour flight. And it's one of those things where you really should sleep on those sort of flights, but I just end up watching movies for the whole time and then getting to my destination absolutely shattered. Just because I can't sleep on a plane.
Oh, I do power naps.
Oh, that's good of you. Wow. That's
Like,
how you should do.
Maybe 20 to 40 minutes. And then sort of violently jolt awake.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Yeah.
45 minutes is like optimum nap time, so I guess that's not so bad. Not so bad. All right, let's move on because there's only so much we can talk about films. All right, kind of the main topic. I kind of feel bad for this one because this is. I originally found this article and I was like, oh, that'd be funny for a podcast, and then I saw someone else had done it. From the guys on the Abroad in Japan podcast, did it on the exact same subject, and I was like, It's kind of annoying, and I haven't had really time, or I completely forgot this. Okay, let's say it is. I completely forgot to find another subject, so I'm sticking with it. And there's this article it was on Japan Today about a magazine which published Japanese. Actually, let me just bring this up on screen because I can do that. Bam! There's the guy. So, Japanese women's magazine lists the traits of an ideal man. And suffice to say, there's some really, really stupid questions on this. And I kind of just want to go through it because I think it's absolutely hilarious. And I can't imagine any woman would ask this kind of thing. It's like, let's go for it. It's absolutely ridiculous. But, I mean, Ben, what do you look for in an ideal man? And
I don't
hopefully
know.
it's on this list.
I've never really put that much thought into this one, Charles.
Really?
Obviously you have, but
No, not me.
oh,
Well,
I
I mean,
know, I guess.
well, maybe doing this, we're going to find out what your ideal man is. So this is absolutely.
Okay, let's go through the questions
Let's
and
go-
see where it leaves us.
All right, we'll work our way down. So there's quite a few, but let's make this quick. So number 1 has black hair already. We're kind of ruined here. I mean, this is kind of based on like, you know, what Japanese men they like, what traits they want in Japanese men, and obviously a lot of them have black hair. So it's obviously not made for us, but we'll see what we can get out of this. Short hairstyle, I fail on this. Your hair's kind of short.
It's getting a bit long, actually.
Oh, is it? Time for a
Yeah.
haircut, Ben. I mean, not that anyone can ever
Yeah.
actually see your hair,
Yeah.
but you know, it's fine.
So black hair, short hairstyle,
Yeah.
fair complexion and flat facial features.
I don't really know what flat facial features would entail, really.
Hmm.
I can't imagine it. I mean, I feel like I've got quite a lumpy face. I'm not very flat, that's for sure.
Well, I find number 4 quite funny. At least 175 centimeters tall.
How tall is
That
that in
is-
feet?
That's about 5'7",
Oh, right.
which isn't. Yeah, very very different.
That goes completely against the meme, doesn't it? Of being 6 foot at least. Anyone under 6 foot, not attractive. Thin and muscular. I mean, I've
Halfway there, Charles. Halfway there.
halfway there. Halfway there. I mean, you're quite thin, so I'll give you that.
Mhm.
I think you get a point on that one.
Yeah, I
think
just
that's fine.
need to go to the gym.
Yeah, just lift a few weights. You'll be there. You nearly. I'll give you a tick on that one because at least you're thin. Often wears hooded sweatshirts. That's Ben.
Hang on, is a hooded sweatshirt the same as a hoodie?
Yeah, it's just a hoodie.
Because I mean, you do get hoodies without zips. Is that still a hoodie, or is that a hooded sweatshirt?
Ooh, I don't know. Maybe it is more of
Yeah.
the ones with the zips, the ones that you would see in like a gym or something. That makes more sense, I guess.
Well, number 2, dresses casually. I mean, how far are we taking that one?
I mean, I dress quite casually. That's for sure.
I mean, I haven't put
To the
socks on today. Does that count as super casual?
Oh, that is
or,
super casual. All right, point to you. No socks, casual. Doing that. Prefers navy blue or white clothing. My wardrobe is black, and every now and then a white shirt. Well, a white t-shirt. So I can't win that one. I feel like you wear quite a lot of blue.
only jeans.
Okay, yeah, jeans.
Yeah.
Okay. I see your point. Okay.
I mean, denim blue is not the same as navy blue.
No, that is true. Looks like actor / model Kentaro. I have no who I don't know who that is. So that
Do you want to
doesn't
look it
work.
up?
Born and raised in Tokyo. We have a failure there. Blood type O. Am I blood
Oh,
type O? I'm not sure actually.
Yeah, I don't think. I think that blood type O is more of an Eastern blood type.
Yeah.
It's a lot rarer over here.
Oh no, true. Has had 3 prior girlfriends. That's so specific. That's very specific. I guess you want to know that they have experience, maybe. Okay, that's a tricky one. Is a member of the soccer team. That's very specific as well.
Hang on, where's that? How far down have you jumped?
I'm just jumping all over the place trying to find weird ones. I
Oh,
don't think I
okay,
want to go
okay.
in. I feel like we're going to be here for ages. We're going through each individual one.
Okay. His hobby is watching sports.
Ooh, I don't. I watch wrestling. That's about as far as I
Yeah,
go
you
with
like
sport.
wrestling.
That's sport. I don't care what people say. It's a sport. Wrestling is a sport.
Likes eating meat and meaty dishes.
Yes,
Sorry,
exactly.
Charles.
I know. I'm out. All right, fine. You're the ideal man. I think we've settled this one.
Spends his money responsibly.
I don't think that goes for either of us. Probably I'm worse. Hence the stuff that I've bought for the bloody channel. Oh god, I've bought some really bad stuff. I mean, coming from the guy who recently just bought a nose flute, I don't think I could be labelled as buying stuff responsibly.
Okay, this is a weird one.
Go on then.
Currently works part-time at a cafe.
Why?
What?
Currently works part-time at a cafe. Surely that's completely unideal.
Is it some sort of like strange romanticized idea?
I don't know. Yeah, maybe.
And also is a student. Number 12.
How old are the people they're asking for this? Like, are they asking like people in college or something like that?
Yeah.
Who their ideal man is? Because I don't think anyone, like an adult, would want to be with a student who's working as a barista. That doesn't sound right.
And often says thank you.
I mean, that's nice.
I mean, that's just good manners, really, isn't it?
If they work in a cafe, I expect them to say thank you because you need to have your P's and Q's. Oh, here we go. Here's some weirder ones right down here. Loves cola. What?
Interesting.
I mean, I can't remember the last time I actually had like a fizzy drink, like Coca-Cola or something like that, because I find that stuff quite kind of painful to drink. Is that weird? I think that's weird.
No,
I've said
I
that out loud.
hate Coke.
I'm glad. It's not just me. So we kind of fail there. It's
Yeah, some
into
of these-
Beatles.
Yeah, some of these are so specific, aren't they?
Yeah, who are they asking? Like,
Is good at cooking rice omelets. Nothing else, just rice omelets.
I mean, I like rice omelets. If someone could just make me rice omelets all the time, that's fine. I can live with that. Doesn't wear cologne. All right, that's me. I don't wear cologne.
Yeah, you can make a great rice omelette, but toast, nah,
No.
not a chance.
Can drink a lot of alcohol. I don't think that's a good trait, really. I mean, it's good that, you're not going to be like really silly or something like that when you've drank too much because you can handle your drink, but I don't know. I think I'd rather someone who just didn't drink. That'd be better. But yeah.
I didn't realise that we were searching for your ideal man, Charles.
This is why we're here. I'm trying to find my ideal man, Ben. I mean, I'd have some different questions here. Definitely wouldn't be loves cola. And that's pretty much all the questions there, but that is ridiculous. Like, these are just some bad traits. Like, I like how, like, really specific. Like, spends a lot of time in the Harajuku neighborhood, which is like a really trendy kind of youthful place, I imagine. Like in I don't. Who are they asking?
I kind of like how some of these cancel themselves out.
Yeah.
Has a lot of money in his bank account, but also is a student who works as a part-time barista.
Yeah, how are they going to have money?
Yeah.
Hasn't got much of his savings, I imagine. That's ridiculous. Yeah, that's just something I wanted to share there because I don't know if anyone out there agrees with any of these traits, if this is actually what they look for in their ideal man, but honestly, I feel like they've either asked one like really weird character on the street, just went like, hey, you, tell me what traits you look for in a man, and just wrote down everything and went, yep, this is what women want. But I have a feeling a lot of that isn't really true. Personally, I mean, if you're a woman out there and you think, wow, actually, this is my ideal man, that would be good to know. Okay. Put it on there. See, this is why we can't call this a podcast yet, because I have not got the flow down at all. So, all right.
It's true.
That we'll get there. This is all just a learning curve. You can I mean, how many times have we streamed? This is like the third time we've ever done this.
I think it's the third one, yeah.
I feel like it's going all right for the third time. There's a bit of pauses every now and then, but maybe we'll pick up. It'll get better. Okay, as time goes on, we'll improve. For now, it's a bit rubbish, but stick with us. So, I think that's pretty much us for the. I haven't got any more weird articles, but I feel like let's keep this more personal because I feel like we can take either some questions now, and also I kind of wanted to talk about again, what we're doing with the studio. I think last time we put on a live stream, we talked about us trying to move out the studio because the cost of the studio is too much. But we're kind of having an issue finding a new place. At this point, I'm kind of worried how it's going to affect the output of our videos, because at the moment we're uploading once a week. Ideally, I want to upload twice a week, but that hasn't been we haven't been able to do that for like since last year. I think like last year at one point we're uploading on like a Monday and a Wednesday, but we had to drop the Monday one and just stick with Wednesday because we just couldn't record that often. And now we're kind of stuck with, we need to move somewhere cheaper that we can still make videos, because the place we're at the moment,
it's very difficult to move without having an interim.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it is
very difficult to go from A to B.
Yeah,
instantaneously.
Exactly. Like ideally, we would really like to like get like a 3-bedroom flat or something like that, and then, or 2-bedroom flat, and then move the studio in there so we can sort of be in the like have the studio like right next door, so whenever we feel like filming we can film, because at the moment like the studio's in town and I'm here. I know it's not that far away, but you can't be very spontaneous with it. You kind of have to plan what you're doing. But I'd love to have a set where I can be really spontaneous, go, I've got this, I want to do a video on it, I could just go in there and do it, and it'll be fine, and we can like produce content quicker, and just be more spontaneous with it. But at the moment it slows down the progress at the moment, because we have to wait until you're available, because obviously you're really busy at the moment, and then we film in bulk like 4 or 5 videos, and then that covers us for a month. But it'd be good to do that. Like we'll get like the bulk videos done, but then we could also do extra ones as well. So
yeah, it would be nice to one day be able to return to the sort of was it Monday and Wednesday?
Yeah, it was Monday and Wednesday.
Yeah, that would be nice.
I mean, when we started off the channel, I was like, oh, ideally Monday, Wednesday, and Friday uploads would be amazing. Just 3 a week.
Yeah.
I tried doing
the amount of time it takes. Though.
Exactly. I tried doing that when I had the gaming channel years ago. I was like, I want to upload 3 videos a week, and I don't know if I wouldn't call it. I got burnt out really quickly. I just couldn't keep up with doing it. Like, God, those seagulls are going for it. Jeez. God, I know it's a nice day, but calm down. But it was a pain. It was so if it's not gonna make it, I don't think that's gonna be possible anytime soon. Let's say that. But if we end up having to get rid of the studio because we can't keep up the costs, then we might have to not upload for a while until we find a new place, which is I really don't want to do that, because I feel like if we stop uploading like our usual amount, it's gonna hurt the channel even more, because there was a period where, no fault, I mean it was my fault, no fault but my own, that we didn't upload a video over sort of like November, January time, sort of like the end of last year, beginning of this year, and I felt like it hurt us overall. So the amount of views we get usually like sort of dropped a lot, and I feel like if we stop uploading, it's going to do it again. I just don't understand the YouTube algorithm. I don't know what
no one does.
No, exactly. It's just like I'm afraid like what I do, like if I stop uploading, it's gonna hurt the channel more in the long run. I don't know, like it's so hard to tell. It's so hard. But
yeah, it's very difficult to move without either having a gap or just have to have a change of set for a little while.
Yeah, that's it. Like we really want to like make the content. We want more variety in the content, because I like unboxings and the instrument videos and stuff like that. They're fun to make. We can sort of put our own spin on it, and they can also be quite quick to make in some cases. So it's good in that way. But then it would be also good to think of things that we can make outside of unboxings and stuff like that. But it's kind of tricky, because if we make it too different, then it's sort of
it's something we've been thinking about for a while.
Yeah.
Sort of how we can expand what we do rather than just unboxings.
Because I don't want to lose the identity of the channel as such, because people come to us expecting a certain type of content, but it'd be good to put a bigger spin on it. but I'm not sure how just yet. So it's
Sort of,
I
but
feel
I
like we've been
think
talking about
as
Faith.
long as it's got the same character,
Yeah,
I think we've got our reliable, faithful subs.
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
They. I mean, they have been very, very reliable, luckily. Yeah, but we've kept a solid group of people who have like stuck with us and like chat with us on Discord and stuff like that, which has been really good. Like I do like the fact there are people actually sticking about and watching all the content, chatting with us, and overall just helping us progress with the channel more than we could just do if we're on our own, which is quite nice. But yeah, that's kind of where we are at with the studio at the moment. No huge progression just yet, but hopefully it works itself out. We don't have to stop uploading for a while, so we don't get another hit in views and subscribers and stuff like that. Yeah, hopefully it just all works out, but we'll have to see how it goes. Other than that, I don't know what else I've been up to. The other, so last month, because Ben rides a motorbike, and for ages he's been telling me to get a motorbike. Kind of frustratingly, because I'm just like, I can't get a motorbike right now, but I want one because I don't drive. I don't have a driver's license. I just have my provisional, and I recently realized that me not driving is taking away opportunities that I could have mostly for like adventures or travel and stuff like that. So because I've realized that I've never really explored the UK because it's quite tricky to travel around via like train and buses because there's only so far
and
you can get. Bloody expensive. So goddamn expensive. So I was like, I kind of need to get a bike if I want to travel around, and then me and Ben can go places on bikes, and it'll be like oddly romantic. Imagine us.
Shut up, Charles. No, it won't.
Fine, all right. No,
Stop saying that.
It'll be manly.
We've spoken about
this. So I've been meaning to do that, but so what is it like? Last month I went on, what do they call them? It's like, it's not the CBT. It's like the first time that it's like a tester, so you can try going on a bike. They teach you a few things and they let you go around a track and stuff like that, and it's, you don't get to go on the road and stuff like that, but you get to just see how it feels to ride a bike. So I did that and it went really well. I was like, oh, this is perfectly fine, I could totally do this. And then as I left, like, I looked at the road and it was like stupidly packed. There was cars getting in the way of each other because it was like in the middle of nowhere, and it was just, I was like, oh, that's why I don't want to be on the road, because the amount of drivers on there kind of scares me. I know it's something that I would get over, but the initial sort of like fear of just thinking about getting hit by a car, I don't want to.
The key is to not think about that.
Oh.
And not do that.
Oh, well, you really got me there. I didn't know that's how it worked. I mean, when you first started out, you learned to drive a bike first, didn't you?
Yeah.
And how did you feel initially?
I mean, yeah, like it's nerve-wracking a little bit for like the first couple of trips, but you get used to it pretty quickly.
I mean, when I was there, some guys had just come back from doing their CBT, and I was like, oh, it went great, apart from the time when I stalled in the middle of a massive roundabout. And I was like, oh, that's my worst fear, stalling in a roundabout. I know people in the US, I think they have them in Europe, but in US, they don't really have roundabouts, I don't think.
No, I don't think they do.
No. So if you don't know what a roundabout is, it's basically a big round thing in the road, which everyone goes round. That's what they call it, a roundabout. I don't know how to describe it.
I mean, we love roundabouts so much. We have roundabouts with roundabouts all about them.
Oh, that's true. And
yes,
then we have mini roundabouts.
Roundabout in Swindon. Is it Swindon?
I think so, yeah. Oh, that must scare any tourist. Like driving around and just comes across a roundabout like that. It's just, it's scary. Scary enough for a first-time driver within the UK, but someone who's never experienced one of those before, it must be nerve-wracking.
I mean, I would be hesitant to do that.
Yeah, exactly. And you've been doing that. You've been riding a bike for how long now?
6 years or so.
So if you'd feel worried doing it, God, how do you think someone like me would feel? Oh, terrible. All right.
Well, if you ever want to know how you're gonna die,
it's going to be roundabouts. Roundabouts is going to be
Well,
the thing that
one
takes me.
roundabout in particular.
One roundabout in particular. Well, I mean,
Magical death on the magical.
on the magical roundabout. But obviously, if I was going to get a bike, I would need to pick a bike. So I've got a few ideas of the kind of bikes that I want. I don't want to be like a typical bike. I kind of want like a fun bike, maybe a scooter. But I've got a few ideas. Let me just show you some. Let me just pull them up on here. So
I'm very unhelpful because I enjoy suggesting ridiculous things.
I mean, you do. I mean,
and some useful ones, but mostly ridiculous ones.
I think you suggest some useful ones. I'm going to give you some credit. So this is like this is the main bike that I've always wanted, and I don't really know why. Actually, no, I do know why. It's because I feel like
you're a bloody hipster.
I'm a bloody hipster. Also, there's one time when we were. I feel like this is the only thing I talk about, and it's like my only defining features because I went to Japan once, and it's just like.
We get it, Charles. You're a weeb.
Exactly. But when I was over there, we went off and looked at. We were in like went to go up a mountain, and at the bottom of the mountain there was like a nice little village, and it was like sunset, and it was just really nice walking around there. And then I suddenly saw this scooter, which is like this exact Honda Super Cub, and I looked at it and I was just like, oh, that looks so nice and so fun. And I don't know why, I took a photo of it and I really liked that photo, and I was just like, ever since then I look at that photo and go, I want one of those, because it just, for me it said adventure. I don't know why, because I could just imagine you can get on that bike and go anywhere that you want. Maybe not very fast because it's a Honda Cub. It's not like it's not got many CCs, but it's still, it looks really fun. And I like the fact it had a little basket on the front so you could put stuff in it. And I'm a simple man, but that was like the first thing I was like, I kind of want that bike. That's the bike that I kind of want to get. But some other options, if I went the right way, that I did find this GIF of Godzilla, which I really, really enjoy. Enough of that. There was also this bike, which is it's another bike which we saw a lot.
You just wanted to show this GIF of Godzilla, didn't you?
I really did, but you know, enough of that. There was this bike. There's this bike which again you see a lot in Japan, but it's like a free-wheel bike, scooter bike, which has like a cover over it, and mostly they use it for like delivering food and whatnot. But I think they look.
BMW make one of them.
Do
I can't
they?
remember what it's called though.
I don't know if I trust that, but they look really fun, really fun. I really want one. I don't know what you see them like speeding around in like the tiny streets of like Tokyo and stuff like that, and they're so fast and they're like really agile, and they look really fun. And I don't know why. And I also like the fact that you got a cover on it, so you could like go out in the rain and stuff like that, and it wouldn't be too much of a fuss. I think it'd be fun. But then also they remind me of mobility scooters, and I don't know if I want to be that guy.
Oh, I can totally see that now.
Yeah, exactly. Like where they have like a little plastic cover.
Oh, that's it. BMW C1. Yeah.
Ooh.
I've actually seen one of those. I mean, they look ridiculous because of how tall they are.
Oh, I bet.
But
Yeah,
I imagine they work.
yeah, I imagine. I don't think no one's gonna call you cool for having one of those. No one's gonna go, look at that guy.
Last thing they would call you.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm not going for cool points of it, but it would be quite cool to have in a way. I think it'd be fun to have. It wouldn't be cool. It'd be fun. So I wouldn't mind having something like that. But then there's also these kind of bikes, which look absolutely ridiculous, and I'm not sure how they made them, but they're modded to hell. But I think they're cool. I think they have some cool factors in there. Ben, what do you think?
I think it looks like a jet ski.
Yes.
And I don't think that's necessarily a good thing.
It's a jet ski with wheels. Why are you complaining?
I mean, can you still use it as a jet ski? Then I'll be impressed.
Ooh, actually, that's a thought. I mean, if so, that'd be amazing. Jet ski and a bike.
Or if you could just like stick an outboard motor on the back, that would be kind of hilarious also.
Yeah, true. I think they look really comfy. Like they've got like the nice leather seats right there, like super padded. Get someone else on the back. 2 helmets. Yeah, this is good. Or you can go one crazier. Oh, wrong way. Look at this guy. That, sir, is a hideously awesome looking bike. Wait for the stream to refresh so Ben could see it, and bam! What do you think of that, Ben? I feel like you have a lot of questions.
I feel like it looks like the bike version of something you'd see in Ann Summers.
I can't argue with that. All right, well, I'm going to move on to the next one because the next one is like a better picture of the previous one. It has the lights and everything.
It looks, to be honest, it just looks obscene.
I see what you mean. I don't think it's road legal in this country. I'm really not sure how they made it, but it's oddly beautiful. I don't think there's any denying that.
I mean, there's a phrase for that, isn't it? It's great execution, awful taste. I mean, they've achieved what they set out to do.
I think that's a subreddit, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. I think it's one of those things where they look. Do they have a sound system built in, so you like see around by like where you would put your feet. There's like some subwoofers and everything. So they're definitely like a bit of a boy racer scooter, but with a little bit more style.
I think it's possibly one of the worst things I've ever seen. Which says a lot about your taste.
Look, we can't all be perfect. And today it's not you. Or we can get something like this.
Where did you even find that picture?
The internet. But either that or there's one of these, which I'm totally up for getting. I'm pretty sure they're not road legal. I'm pretty sure they're not legal at all.
Is that the Sinclair one?
It is the Sinclair. The beautiful, beautiful Sinclair.
They were electric, weren't they?
Yeah. First time I ever saw one was in the museum in Amsterdam, and I was like, man, I want that. They are hideous, but fantastic. I imagine you couldn't go very far on them.
Or very fast.
Or very fast. But that guy looks like Carl Sagan, and, Carl had some good taste.
I mean, the most terrifying thing is that, like, it has handlebars under your legs.
Yeah, it's got the brakes there and everything, doesn't it? I mean, that could be quite comfy. I think that could work.
That would be terrifying.
I would love to try it.
Even though it probably only goes sort of like 30 miles an hour tops, it looks terrifying.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to get hurt on it unless if someone hit you, you're gonna. But I don't think.
I mean, you're more at risk of someone just not seeing you because of how low down you are.
It is very low. Actually, I think I've got a video on it. Let me see if I can pull that up quickly.
What? Someone being run over? Jesus.
No, I haven't got that. But I've actually got. Let's just quickly pull up this video right here. There you go. Here's a video of the Sinclair in action. Imagine this for a video, like looted unboxing Sinclair. That would be the peak of videos that we could see. I mean, I like the fact it's showing sort of like an X-ray version of it to show you how you would be sitting. It doesn't make it look good. Like you're sitting on the handlebars.
That's not a comfortable position, is it?
It's definitely not. I mean, he looks pleased. That's. It looks like a joy to ride. We got two people.
Yeah, I'm feeling very conflicted about it.
Oh, look at that. A whole gang of them. Imagine seeing that coming down the road. Like just like a whole biker gang of just
the
people.
Least threatening gang you'll ever see.
Oh, I don't know. Don't get those old people going. No, don't look at my suggested.
I mean, I guess it does look a little bit like a mobility scooter.
It does. I'm totally fine with that though. I think it looks fun, and that's what I want. I want a fun bike, like a good fun scooter. I'm probably gonna go with something like a Honda Cub. I think that's what I'm gonna end up with because they look fun, easy to maintain, and all that. So maybe we'll do something like that. Who knows? All right, we're going to open up the floor to the Q&A section. Let's get some questions in. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to throw them our way. We'll try and answer them to the best of our ability. Unless for some reason they are very obscure and rude, and we'll ignore you. But I'm sure you'll be fine. Please don't go for the Sinclair. Hey! Don't you tell me not to go for the Sinclair.
What is it? Was it a Sinclair C5? I've got to look this up. Because I'm actually very curious how much they are. I reckon they're really expensive.
I reckon they're hugely expensive. If you find one for sale and you want to buy it for me, feel free.
I mean, I'm just looking on eBay now, actually, and there are people selling parts.
Selling parts for it, but not actually selling the Sinclair itself.
Yeah.
I feel like I've got to do like a heist on that museum in Amsterdam and just steal it.
I mean, there must be a bit of a specialist item. But it's interesting that there are parts for it.
Yeah.
I'm just seeing what else I can find.
Oh, that was it.
Gumtree.
Okay, so those bikes are called Bosozoku. Bosozoku? Something like that. Bosozoku, which is a Japanese youth subculture associated with customizing bicycles. Not bicycles, but motorbikes. So
Oh, I've seen pictures of that. It's crazy, the stuff they do to them.
that's it. Well, I think that's where like that scooter that I was showing you, that's all where they come from. But also they have like the huge seats that like go really high up, like on the back.
Yeah.
Those are fun.
Right, back to the Sinclair for a second. So this ad is a little bit out of date on
Okay.
Gumtree, and by a little bit out of date, I mean a year and a half.
Okay. That's
Someone
all right.
sold one for 100 quid.
100 quid.
I would buy 7.
I can't have gone for
So we
100
could start
quid.
a Sinclair C5 gang.
Oh, that would be amazing, wouldn't it? That would be absolutely amazing. Oh God, they can't have been sold for 100. I find that shocking. They should have been. I imagine like there were thousands, just because they must be a collector's item at this point.
So back in 1985,
Oh,
you
give
could
us the story, Ben.
buy one for 400 quid.
400 quid.
Yeah. Or 428 for mail order delivery.
Ooh, I like the fact that Kai on the chat here was just like, "Don't buy the Sinclair." Now you said they're 100 quid. He's like, "No, I want one." I think you got some
100
double
quid, I've
standards.
spent more on a novelty than that. Oh, there's someone selling one, but it's 850 quid.
See, that's still cheaper than I was expecting, so I'm going to give him some credit.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's in very good condition,
Yeah.
except for missing a wing mirror. Good luck finding spares.
I've got a good suggestion here for other content on the channel, and that's a more of a deeper look segment where one of the crew members tries to learn to play / use one of the products we reviewed properly. I mean, it's like an actual genuine review, not just like first impression unboxings like we usually do. I mean, I do keep going back to the didgeridoo, and I kind of want to get that down because I feel like that could be quite cool.
I mean, I think it would take a long time.
Better yet, how about we just do list videos because they're very popular.
Really? Do we really want to sink that low?
I mean, we already do unboxings. We've already sunk to the lowest of the lows. We've also done. I've done one reaction video, so we.
Yeah, basically.
How low
you're
can we
ticking
go?
all the boxes.
Yeah, just tick all the boxes of
except
just
they're not
low grade
big
quality
boxes.
content. Yeah, I like to think they're all right. They're not so bad. All right, let's scour for some questions. There's got to be some questions in here.
Sorry, just considering what we just said. Question: do you think your channel is the best? Well, we were just.
No. I feel like I feel like we keep our standards low, and then we try to make those standards a little bit higher each time. Maybe, I don't know. I feel like the general concept for our content is very low, but then we try to add a little bit of our own personality into it to make the quality higher. I'm not sure if it works, but some people like it, so I'm going to assume it's working. And though still the view count's fairly low, but let's not dwindle on that. No, I could resell it. Why would you resell it? It'll be amazing. Resell it for more, but I have a question. What did you do to get over the slump of not uploading / streaming? I just want to get back in. My God, I cannot read. I just want to get back into it. We haven't really gotten over the slump, admittedly. Like, it was really weird because we had a time where we weren't uploading, but the views went up, the subs went up around sort of like January, February time, and we weren't really uploading at that point. And those were really good months, and then it like dropped, and it was crazy. Like, we dropped like so many views, the amount of subscribers we were getting dropped a lot, and we never really picked up from there. So we started uploading once a week as per usual, and we kind of have like influxes of like good amount of views, and it drops off again. And I think like the other day we like got like, usually we get about on average about 20 subscribers a day, but we got like 3 subscribers a day for like a few days, and then it went back up again. Looking at our analytics compared to, if we look at last year around this time, there was also a drop. So I don't know if it's just a normal thing, but I
They're talking about your personal slump, like.
but I don't know for sure. It's yeah, I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. But if
Yeah,
you're
it seems
asking,
like after we hit about 20,000 or so, things
yeah.
really slowed
Oh
down.
god, I mean, we hit like 10,000 really quickly, like
Yeah.
surprisingly so. Like we uploaded 3 videos, and the third video ended up being like still our most viewed video of all time. And it just like shot up, and I think like we just got in with good timing because it was a video on Otamatones, and soon after we uploaded that one, I think PewDiePie did a video on Otamatones, and I think we just sort of like rode that one, and it went all right, but it was a bit weird though. I'm still quite surprised how well that video did because it wasn't
Yeah, I
that
think
great.
to date that is still the most popular one we've done.
Yeah, I think so. But if you're asking when it comes to our slump, if you meant a personal slump or the slump in views and stuff like that, getting over our slump in not making videos, the problem with for me is that I was getting stressed out over some freelance work that I was doing, and in my head I couldn't do anything else but that freelance work until it was done, and it was just a big shit. I shouldn't swear. It was a big rubbish show. That makes sense. It was it didn't go very well, and me concentrating on that then made me neglect the channel, and I think that was the main problem really. It wasn't that I didn't like doing videos, it was just in my head I was just like, I can't find time to do it right now, whereas I probably could have if I just managed my time better, but it was just it was a bit of a rubbish time. But yeah, it wasn't like I fell out with YouTube and I didn't like doing YouTube videos anymore. It's just I just couldn't get myself around to it. But yeah, that was all there. Any other questions? Why are you two so inactive on the Discord? Wow.
Well,
sure.
what's your excuse, Charles?
My
I've got
excuse?
excuses aplenty.
I'm there at least once a week.
Yeah, but I'm rarely ever here.
Yeah, that's very true. You're always off in another country.
Yeah, I have to travel too much for work, and as a result, I'm not actually here that much.
Yeah,
Which is also why filming is hard.
it does make it a bit tricky. I think the only reason I'm sometimes not is that I just don't really have much to talk about sometimes. Like I'd come in from work, I'd then need to catch up on some things, make dinner, and I'm just like, by the end of the evening, I'm like, I don't really have anything to talk about. I'm just really tired.
Once you get to know him, Charles is a really boring person.
Exactly. This is why we cut up our videos, because like if I just like post our videos as they are, they'll just be really, really boring. Good thing we have a great editor. That's me. Yeah, I think that's I mean, I like when I have something that I really want to talk about, like talk through some ideas and stuff like that with people on Discord. Then I'm like, sure, I'll just jump on Discord, like, and it's fine. We can have a chat and it's great. But sometimes when I'm really not sure what I want to talk about, it's just like, I'll just wait. I'll wait. Adorable boring. There we go. That's me. I'm adorable
I
boring.
wouldn't go that far.
Oh, come on, Ben. You know it. Oh, you know it. But yeah, Ben's just never there. Cool. Would you rather a motorbike or a car or a normal bike? What is a normal bike? I'm going to call that a bicycle.
Yeah, I think bicycle sounds about right.
I think so. I would love a bicycle. I have no place to put a bicycle at the moment because our apartment is so small. Same reason why I don't really have a car or a motorbike is because I have nowhere to put it at the moment. But I kind of want to work on that. I would love a car because you could do more with a car. But I'd also like a motorbike because they're much cheaper to run and cheaper to buy and cheaper to fix. So there's there's all of them have perks, but yeah, at the moment I can't really get any of them. So yeah, it's a bit of a toss up. I feel like if ideally, car would be fantastic, but money. That's pretty much it.
I might buy a huge van in the next sometime this year. I might let you sit in it.
Oh yeah, how far we're gonna go? I'm waiting for that. I want your I want you to get the van and we'll go on tour. And I'll just be like, Ben, let's go here, and you're like, I don't want it. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but we gotta do it. And because your plan is to live in that van, isn't it?
It's going to be a motorhome of sorts.
I like that. I think the project that you've put up for yourself is pretty good. I'm kind of looking forward to what you actually do with it.
Yeah, it's going to end up being bloody expensive as well, but I'm fine with that.
Yeah, it'll be worth the investment. I think it'll be good to see once you're done with it. You have like your van finished and stuff like that. It will be quite rewarding. Just got to get to that point.
And avoid the cringy hashtags. There's too much romanticization about that sort of thing.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you can join all those Instagram hashtags. Exactly. For anyone who has joined the stream, we are doing a Q&A thing, so feel free to leave your questions, not Q&As. Leave your questions in the chat, and we'll be sure to get to them. Have I missed anything?
When will you be doing the CAH stream?
I have no idea. What is CAH?
What's that an abbreviation of?
I feel like it's a video game, because at one point I said like we would try and do a gaming stream with the guys on the Discord, so just invite people to come and play and stuff like that, and we'll just just sort of, do something there. But it's just, again, it's finding the time at the moment. Having a bit of a tricky time trying to find the time.
Oh, Cards Against Humanity.
That was it. Cards Against Humanity. Also, Cards Against Humanity is very, very rude.
Yes, which I think is great. But
I mean, it's fantastic. But it's for I don't know if it matches our content really.
Wait, is there an online Cards Against Humanity?
Yeah, there is.
I didn't know that. I've only ever played the non-online one, the analog one.
Okay, here we go. Ben, what type of van are you looking at for your base?
Probably a Ford Transit, a Luton, so box one.
Ben,
they're huge.
I'm going to leave you to talk about your van for at least a minute while I eat my jerky. That sounds really, really odd. Anyway, carry on.
Jesus, Charles. There are some good VWs. I think is it VW Crafter? They're also big. Pretty much something big and reliable. And it's one of those things where I'm thinking I'll buy one secondhand, but spend a little bit more to get something decent. I can just see Charles eating jerky in the stream. You enjoying your jerky, Charles?
Sorry that took so long. It's a real struggle to open the packaging. It's so good. It's so good. Well, this is pleasant for everybody, I'm sure.
To be honest, right now I'm more intrigued by a Sinclair C5.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, screw the van. Get the Sinclair.
Yeah. The deeper look segment where one of the crew members tries using or playing a product you reviewed earlier properly. I mean, some of the things we do actually use. Funnily enough, I think we got sent a set of headphones a few weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I've actually been using them. And
noise cancelling ones.
Yeah, and traveling with them, you sort of go, oh my god, I get it. They're amazing. Like, they just cut out all that sort of low background noise, but you can still hear, like, announcements, that sort of thing. But yeah, that was one of those things where I actually carried on using them. I was like, oh, yeah, this makes sense. It's a shame that there's no way of, like, chucking that into the review now.
Yeah.
What else have we used? I mean, the instruments...
They get used every now and then. We have a play with them every now and then, but we never really sat down and learned anything.
Yeah, I mean, you'll have to do that one, Charles.
I know, I have to actually learn an instrument. It still amazes me how many people actually watch those instrument videos despite me not having any knowledge of how to play the instrument or what the instrument's about, or how to play any instrument in general. I don't really have any musical talent. But goddamn, do I want to be able to play like I want to be able to make a song with no musical talent. Just see what I could pull off. Like I would expect it to be bad, but maybe funny bad. I don't know. It probably wouldn't be funny bad, but I would want to try. Let's see what I come out with.
Yes, 8-bit friends, very cool.
He's been asking that question like for ages. I was wondering how long it's going to take you to answer it.
Yeah, I think it would be interesting to do some of the instruments because we do sort of. There's a lot of them knocking around now.
There's a lot of them. Hey, everybody, who what was your favourite instrument that's been featured on the channel? Right? Go on, have a go. Depending what's picked, maybe I'll learn how to play it. If not the
everyone, choose an
Otamatone.
instrument for Charles to actually learn properly.
Yeah, you guys pick and then I'll do it. I really
But,
want to learn to
like,
play the
something
drums.
easy.
Drums would be good.
I mean, you can learn like basic drums quite easily.
You just have to hit it. That's fine. I'm not going to learn
Yeah,
the
but do it in
Otamatone.
time as well.
Oh, that's the hard bit. Yeah, that is the hard bit. Like the kalimba. The kalimba, that was good. I mean, I really like the kalimba, but maybe Hey, I know how to play the kazoo. I think I pretty much smashed the kazoo. What more could I do with a kazoo?
Smash it.
Smash it more.
Yeah, but literally.
Oh, destroy it.
No one likes the sound of a kazoo.
I don't
Just
know.
no one.
Maybe they might. I don't know. Maybe try a tongue drum. Yes.
Tongue drum.
Yeah, because we've got one of those. In fact, we've got a new tongue drum in the studio for a
Do we
future
now?
video. Yes, and it's a little bit different. So I think a company got in touch saying, "Hey, do you want to do a video on our tongue drum?" And I looked at it and I was just like, "That is a cool looking tongue drum." What did I just say?
Sorry, what?
Damn it. Tongue drum. Let's do a video on that, but I won't spoil why it's a cool tongue drum. I'll wait until the video's up.
What's the tongue drum?
That was the sort of the.
Oh, yes, that one.
Yeah, the big back drum.
Oh, I really liked that.
It's really good. Really like the
I
sound on
thought
that
it was
one.
called something else for some reason.
No, there's tongue drums, and then there's I think it's just hand drums, something like that, where it's like a big silver sort of thing. I don't know. Have you played a piano before? No, I've never played a piano. I kind of always wanted to know how to play a synth because you can do some fun things on a synth, but I still haven't gotten that far. But now I've got the hand pan. That's what the drum was called. I know we have like MIDI keyboards now, so maybe I could learn how to just do some stuff on a MIDI keyboard. That'd be fine. But I don't know. Maybe I'll get to it. Maybe.
Yeah, a hand pan would be cool.
Hand pans are really expensive.
I know, I'm just looking at them now, and they do get quite expensive.
You can play the violin, can't you?
A little bit.
I remember before we really started hanging out, I went to go see a concert at like the local venue around here because you were playing violin for a friend's band, and
I think it was probably pretty awful in hindsight.
no offense to your violin playing, that was fine.
I mean, the whole thing was awful. I'm aware of this. I was at no point happy with any of it.
You didn't look very happy, admittedly, but
Yes.
I mean, it was still good. You tried. That's the main thing. It was a joint effort with you and your friends, and you did something, and that's fine. That's fine. You know what? What was it? My favorite instrument was those little like squidgy piano animals.
Oh, those ones. Yeah, I know the ones you mean. You hit them. Were you meant
Yeah.
to hit them?
No, we just hit them. I don't think we were meant to hit them. But they were fun. I'd rather have the cat ones, but they were fine. Question: can I play the Otamatone? No. Well, as much as anyone asks, no. Sully G can play the Otamatone. I can't play the Otamatone.
I mean, Charles could probably just about master the triangle.
I could do killer on a triangle. I'll slaughter a triangle any day.
I can't play the automaton.
No, the Otamatone's a hard place to go. I mean, I could play one of these Otamatones because you don't actually have to play it. No, that's a bad song. How do I change the song? I can't remember. Oh, it's got buttons on the side.
It doesn't. It's run out of battery. I tried just.
Let's try this one.
It's got
Oh
even
god, yeah, the battery is completely done.
Oh well, it's probably for the best. No offense.
I can play those ones. I can't play anything else. I can play like the horns. They're fine. But yeah, it's not gonna happen. How do you feel about suddenly noticing me? Good on you.
He sounds jealous.
No, I'm very jealous. I wonder how he is as a person. I imagine he's quite nice. That's just me guessing. He's got very nice hands. That's all I've seen of him. Again, anyone who has joined the chat, we are doing a bit of a Q&A at the moment, so if you want to drop in some questions, feel free. Anything else?
Charles playing the accordion.
Ooh.
Accordions are hard. I had a go on one a while ago.
This is going to be really bad. What's an accordion?
Just because like there's a lot going on. You know, imagine a piano, but do other things.
Okay, I remember now. I remember. Okay. Oh, massive things. Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
You have a little one.
Yeah, I can imagine it just making a lot of noise and none of it being good.
I mean, they don't sound inherently awful because you can't really play them out of tune.
No, I guess not. I'd like.
But this is you, so yeah.
If anyone's going to play it badly, it's going to be me. Banjo, that'd be great. We'll do banjo. Done.
What's your least favorite color?
Oh, least favorite color. I think that's a really hard one.
Beige. No one likes beige.
Beige, yeah. Do you know the color that walls go when someone's been smoking in like that house for ages?
Yeah, I stayed in a hotel where everything was that color in
w-
Slovakia.
In Slovakia.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of not surprised. Yeah, that's the color I don't like. The color that original PlayStations went when they had been left out for too long. That's the color I hate. It's impure.
You remember like old computers that were beige and like, but then they get even older and they get even beiger. That is the worst color ever.
That is the worst color. That is the worst. Maybe try some VAT-19 products like the putty, the giant gummies, and the spicy stuff. I mean, that stuff is fun.
I'm just looking at those now, and I kind of think some of that would be interesting.
It would be good.
DIY hot sauce kit.
Oh, that sounds fun. The main annoying thing for me is like when you get like the giant gummies and stuff like that. They're really fun, but I'm also vegan. You can't really find any of those things without massive amounts of gelatin in. And yeah, personally, I'm not going anywhere near it. But
Ghost pepper fire dust.
now that's something I might enjoy. Like the spicy stuff I enjoy, like the times when we've done like really spicy noodle videos and stuff like that. But those videos don't tend to do that well. Like sometimes
I mean, some of the stuff sounds amazing though.
Okay.
Like spicy habanero peanut butter.
Ooh, peanut butter.
Yeah.
Ooh, habanero
But
peanut butter.
spicy. That sounds amazing.
You might be alright. Imagine putting that in a sandwich. Ooh.
Arse blaster hot sauce.
I mean,
Yes.
that doesn't sound convincing. I don't want that. What? I have some of. Do you know the Bomb hot sauce?
Mm-hmm.
The one that you always see on like Hot Ones and stuff like that. I've got a jar of that, and I bought it, and I haven't put it on anything. Just don't do anything. Like it just sits there waiting.
Have you tried it at all?
I tried it like a little bit, but I've not really like put it in anything. I just because it's it's so bad.
Has Ben had any success convincing Charles to buy himself a bike?
Kinda.
I feel like I'm slowly chipping him away.
Well, the thing, you show me some good suggestions that I wouldn't mind having. It's just at the moment, the initial cost of learning buying a bike, well, doing like my CVT, buying a bike, and then storing the bike is a bit of an issue for me at the moment. I feel like once I have a bigger place and a place to park things, great, fantastic, I'll do that. Thank you, the cat vegan artist. Sunny likes Charles even more. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, mad props to the vegans. Woo. Yeah. Can any of you whistle with your fingers, mouth, teeth, etc.? I mean, it's about as far as I can do. That's about all I'm going to do. There we go, done. We can whistle with our mouths, but I don't get people who whistle with their fingers. I don't get that.
No, I don't know how that works. It's like black magic or something. No one knows.
Yeah, I don't get that. Like when you see like sheep herders and stuff like that doing that, and it's like loud, you can hear it from miles away. That impresses me. I don't know how they do that. I need to get a nose whistle. That's all I can use. That's what I use for that.
Question: can you dab on stream? We could, but no.
Do it, Ben. Oh, Ben, that's a
yeah,
sweet dab.
Definitely doing it. Yeah.
Good one, man. You can get vegan gummies. Also, that's a problem. Gummies. When I was younger, I used to eat gummy sweets like non-stop and like ridiculous amounts. I mean, I was the fat kid when I was younger. Luckily, I'm not now. Fantastic. But I used to get like really, well, not even used to. I get really bad mouth ulcers when I have like lots of sugar, like gummy sweets and stuff. It just causes pain. So I try to avoid it every cost. But, you know.
What bike would Charles be interested in? Oh, he wants a Honda C90 because he's a secret hipster.
Yeah.
And also, they look like great fun.
They look like great fun, easy to repair, cheap to run, and I know they're like the hipster bike at the moment, but I fell in love with them when I was on holiday once, and ever since I saw one and took a picture of it, I'm like, that's such a nice looking bike, I want one. And they look fun. I just want one. That's it.
I mean, I would like Charles to get one because then I can have a go on it, and they look hilarious.
Yeah, that's it. Do any of you like a good meme? Yes. There's a few subreddits that I spend time on. Actually, no. There's only one subreddit that I spend time on for memes. YouTube Haiku is my place to go for memes. That's like the one place that I'm at when it comes to memes. It's fun. It's fun. See, I looked at them and they look cute. C90s, telling you, best bike. They're cute. I bet everyone can imagine me riding a C90. It'd be fine. I'm gonna hit the gym. I'm gonna get even more muscles. I'm gonna be as big as I can be, so I look even more ridiculous riding a C90. That's where I want to be.
I can totally imagine you riding one, Charles.
Oh well,
I think you would suit it. So hurry up and buy one.
I'm getting
Ben
there.
wants to go.
just because you want to ride it, I have to get a C90.
Yes. Or yes, get a Honda MSX because they are hilarious. Basically, if they were any smaller, they would be monkey bikes.
Oh,
They're absolutely ridiculous, and they look like great fun.
I mean,
And also, I'd like to go on one.
doesn't sound. Yeah, you want to have a go. You just want me to get. You just want me to get something which you can have a go on.
Yes.
I see how you play this game. Yeah, the what was that? The MSX 125.
I think it's the American name is the Grom,
The Grom.
which suits them better.
Yeah, I can see that. Oh yeah, I found them. Oh, they're so silly looking, but like not in a cute way. Oh, I don't know. I'll figure it out eventually.
They look like great fun.
I'll get like one of those. Do you know like the actual tiny like mini bikes that you see like people driving around on circuits
Honda
and stuff?
have released a new monkey bike,
Have they? Well, that's great
They
to
have.
hear. Okay,
which I would also like to go on.
interesting question.
Charles.
Shut up. I'm not getting one. Which animal would you keep as a pet if you could pick any animal? I mean, admittedly, I don't really believe too much in keeping exotic pets because I think they should be out in the wild. But is that a cat I can hear in the background?
With perfect timing.
But it's like as soon as someone mentions pet, your cat is just like, "Hello, I'm here."
Yeah, it's her dinner time. So
Aw.
it means she's woken up and now going to hassle me for food.
That's fair enough. Well, we'll wrap up soon, so you can go off and feed your cat because we don't want to let your cat starve. That'd be mean, real mean. Let's not have that. But if I could keep any animal as a pet, I would have a
Sloth.
Sloths are cool. I was thinking Komodo dragon.
Yeah, but I imagine feeding them would be a pain, and your flat isn't very big, whereas Komodo dragons are very big.
I mean, chances are if I had a Komodo dragon, I would be in a better situation, like living situation as well, because they're not cheap.
Yeah, you would probably be a millionaire.
I'd probably be a millionaire, and I'd have like a white tiger, and have like one. Who was the drug lord who had like the weird zoo?
There've probably been many, to be honest.
Pablo Escobar. That sounds right. Pablo Escobar. How did it know I was talking about that? I just typed in P and it came up. Zoo. Pablo Escobar Zoo. Yeah, that's what I'd want. Oh yeah, because he brought loads of hippos to Colombia, and they're an absolute menace. That was it. Yeah, that'd be me. That'd be my situation.
Question: have you played Pokemon? Which one?
All
I
of them.
only ever played like the really old ones, like Red and Blue.
I played Yellow. Played that.
Oh yeah.
God, I collected all 150 Pokemon in that one. Got a little certificate from Professor Oak. Felt great, and then I lost my save, and I have no proof, so I can't tell anyone that I actually did that because it was like 15 years ago. No way of proving that anymore, but I can just tell people, and you just have to take my word for it. Which song would you come on as you start a fight in a movie? Can we?
You know, someone did that really bad cover of, like deliberately bad cover of the Titanic music on a recorder.
Oh, that's not Titanic. That's Jurassic Park.
Yeah, but they probably that would work as well.
That both of them good. Both of them very good. Yeah, I can imagine that. I can imagine you coming out to that. Can we change it to what would your ideal wrestling entrance song be? No? Okay.
I mean, you can if you want.
Fantastic.
Would it be the same one still?
It would just be that. Just something really disappointing. Something really probably something like actually no, you know what? I'd go something like Real Big Fish. Something like energetic but stupid. Some like Pop Scar, like something like that. Less than Jake. Something just ridiculous. That would be fun. Let's do that. There we go. If I come out to anything, it's going to be Real Big Fish. There you go. Keep it peppy.
All right, that's an interesting one. How often will we stream? So we have been talking about this, and I think we would kind of like to do it more frequently,
We'd like to do it more frequently.
more regularly. But we'd also like to make the streams themselves more interesting.
We would. That's the bit that I find really hard. It's like it would be great to have this more of a podcast setting, but I find every single time we plan to talk about something, it falls flat and it doesn't feel right. And then once we get to like the Q&A and just chatting and talking to people, it feels great. So I don't know if we can make a podcast out of that, because I feel like we need to have topics, but it's something we need to figure out what we're actually comfortable with doing, and actually if people like it or not. Because like we started off this live stream talking about stuff, and I'm thinking back of it, and I'm like, maybe it wasn't that great. I think it's fine talking about what we've been up to and everything, but it just didn't feel too right. I don't know, but yeah, we need to figure it out. I wanted to do live streams once a month for here, but then we also wanted to start doing Patreon exclusive live streams as well. So because we've got a few patrons on there, a few backers on Patreon, that we would like to show our appreciation. And yeah,
Do you rather be rich or famous?
Would I rather be rich or famous?
Or both?
I would love to be rich without the famous bit, but it depends what you do, really, doesn't it?
Yeah, I would go for that. 'Cause then I
Yeah.
could be rich and then
But no,
not have people bother me.
No,
I could be
exactly.
quietly rich.
like if you had to be a public figure, it's just going to happen. It just comes with the territory. If you're a rich public figure, people are gonna try and get into your personal life.
Is Charles smart? I mean, if you think of his musical ability as a measure of his intelligence, it would be a good look.
Ouch.
But
Ouch. I have a
actually,
degree.
I was going to redeem myself and say that he does have a degree, although yes, they do hand them out. But he's not that dumb.
I mean, it
Take that as a compliment, Charles.
is an art degree. Take that as you will.
Yeah.
I had to
Yeah,
write
you're not
some
helping
things.
yourself there.
No, I'm really not.
Yeah, we had to do dissertation. I can't even remember what mine was.
Yeah.
It probably wasn't very interesting, but I got away with it, so that's fine.
Yeah, exactly. Have we had any Patreon live streams yet? No, I'm still a bit torn as to what would. I think maybe it wouldn't be so much of a live stream; it would be more of a hangout session where we just chat with people on on Patreon, because it's going to be kind of tricky if we do this kind of thing on YouTube and then do the exact same thing on Patreon. It's going to be a bit weird. I don't know. So maybe I'll change it from live streams to hangouts. I think that'll be the best bet. So
That could work.
yeah, so it's a little bit more personal. I don't know. It's probably be better. Let's do something like that. Yeah, maybe.
Charles, what have you been doing lately?
Eating jerky. Today I went to a vegan food festival because I'm really pushing that. Oh my god. And that was a bit boring. But there was food. I can't argue too much. And yeah, that's me. Ben, what have you been up to lately?
Working, which
You,
seems to dominate most of my time.
it is. You went to Dusseldorf,
And Hanover and Berlin.
That
I was
was
in
it.
Germany last week. I got back yesterday.
Ah.
Yeah, I think I got back yesterday at about midday.
Did you never get a chance to really explore the places you go? Do you?
Not really, no.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Which is kind of it's an odd one. On one hand, it's a shame, but on the other hand, for some reason, when you're away working, you don't always feel like sightseeing, because a lot of the time, by the end of the day, you're just sort of like, ugh, I want to find somewhere to have a beer and collapse.
But sometimes you have the opposite problem.
Because like as sort of crap and soulless as they are, like sometimes hotel bars are just like, yes, no pretense.
Yeah, that's true. And if the company that you're working for is paying your bills, it's great.
Yeah, but bloody hell, it was so hot.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. I'm quite surprised. I thought
But yeah, I was in Berlin from Tuesday, and I think it was about like 33, 34 degrees, which is ridiculous.
Spicy.
And it was the same in Hanover,
Mhm.
and in Düsseldorf. It cooled down a bit, which was nice.
Well,
But yeah, and then I came back here, and it was raining, as per usual.
I find that's the most depressing thing about England is that, especially if you've gone on holiday and you've really enjoyed that holiday, and you come back and it's like the worst weather, and you're like, I don't want to be here.
I mean, the worst thing is if you fly into Luton Airport, because you get off the plane, and not only is it cold, it just smells bad.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, Luton's the worst. Angel, no, questions are fine. Someone's got to ask them. You're doing all right. Have we got anything else? Is Ben good at exercising Charles? What does that mean? Am I possessed?
Well, I do take him for frequent walks.
Oh, that's good of you.
He's slowly getting better at not pulling on his lead. Although I did have to get him like a full body harness rather than a collar, because he kept on choking himself with it.
It's getting a bit
Anyway,
fetish.
this is getting weird.
It's getting very, very weird. I was gonna go like the whole what'd you call it? Exorcism kind of thing. But fine. If we want to go there. Do you guys own Nintendo Switches? No, I'm a PlayStation 4 dude. And PC. That's all I've got. And Ben doesn't have any consoles.
No, I use a PC because PC Master Race.
Yeah.
Represent.
Yeah, that'd be bad. If you could swim in any liquid, what would it be? Custard.
Yeah, I think that's actually a pretty good one.
Yeah, I mean that's all right. I love custard, and I'd love to swim in it. Also, I reckon if it's thick enough custard, you could run on it. Run on the surface of custard. I'd do that any day. That'd be a video and a half, wouldn't it?
I would love if we could do that. Fill a swim. I'm pretty sure someone's already done it. But if we could fill a swimming pool with custard.
If I
that
could
would be
get
incredible.
if I could get a sponsorship, could I convince you to try wing walking?
Hang on. wing walking.
Yeah, it's like when you go on those planes with like the two wings and you stand
Like-
on top of it.
Oh, I just googled it. Yeah, I would do that.
You would straight onto it.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
cool.
mean, I would regret saying yes, I'll do it 5 seconds before it was time to do it. But
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Initially, if someone else was paying for it, you'd be like, yeah, I'm on it. Because it costs like 300 quid to go up there for like 10 minutes,
Oh, really?
which makes sense to me. Because I mean, if
Why
you
would
put
I have to be the one doing it? Surely you'd have to do it.
both of us would.
Okay.
I wanna
mean, that
share
would
the
be
joy.
amazing.
Yeah.
I would love to do that.
It would be great. I'd love that. That'd be a great video as well. That's the dream. One day we'll do it. Who's taller, me or you? You. Me.
Charles is a manlet.
How how tall are you?
I don't actually know. I haven't
Oh.
measured myself.
I'm 5'8",
I don't-
so
Yeah, I think I'm like 5'10".
oh, there you go. Yeah, Ben's taller. Would you swim faster or run faster? I would run faster because I don't swim very often. Boo, Ben, it's just a big Xbox.
How very dare you?
How is that? How could you? It's a very small Xbox. Yeah. How are we doing for time? When should we wrap up? What do you think? Like, no.
So, last questions, and then we'll wrap up.
Cool. Sounds good. Yeah, we'll take the last few questions, and we shall be done.
Because my
For-
cat is hungry.
Your cat is
I can
hungry.
tell. Yeah,
I mean,
it needs feeding.
it's not meowing. Is that a good sign? So, oh, she stopped meowing. Fantastic. Oh, wait. Starved. Trying to think if there's anything that I wanted to mention. I feel like there's a few things that have completely gone out of my mind. That's not good. I bought kimchi for the first time today. I've never tried kimchi.
What's kimchi?
It's
I
like
think you told me about it.
it's like pickled cabbage. I think it's a Korean thing. But there was a store in Brighton that was selling them. I was like, I'm gonna pick up some of that. I've never tried it, so let's do it. So I'm looking forward to trying that after this live stream. I'm gonna make some noodles. I'm gonna have some kimchi. It's gonna be a good evening. I'm looking forward to it. Do you like your fans? Of course I like my fans. Or else we wouldn't be doing live streams. I feel like if we didn't like the people who followed us, we would just try and avoid all contact with them. We wouldn't reply to comments. We wouldn't have a Discord
the thing
server.
is, like, no one who isn't OnlyFans would give half a shit about live streams. Like, there would be no point doing them
Well, that's very true.
wider audience. So
Yeah, these are kind of for fans and stuff like that. I
pretty
mean,
much.
there's only 11 people watching right now, and I'm just glad there's 11 people here. I'm just happy they're there.
Mm-hmm.
No, sometimes it's a bit kind of like a bit defeatist because you're just sort of just like, well, we have like over 20,000 subscribers and we've only got 11 people watching. What's going on there? But I appreciate the fact that there's 11 people here and I'm enjoying it. So it's great. I do like our fans.
Charles, zodiac sign.
Gemini. That's
Oh,
right. Is that right?
I don't know.
Star sign for June. Gemini. Yeah. I'm the two twins. The two twins. That's me. How about you?
I'm a Pisces.
Ooh, Pisces.
Mm.
I wonder how do we conflict? Gemini and Pisces. Oh, here we go. First thing that comes up: Gemini and Pisces compatibility in sex, love, and life.
Oh dear God.
15% when it comes to sexual and intimacy. What else we got? Oh, that's not good. Gemini and Pisces in trust, 1%.
I mean, I'm scrolling down all of these, and it looks like pretty much. Sorry, Charles. I think we're enemies.
I don't think we're very compatible at all. At all. No, this is terrible. We don't have much in common. Not usually positive enough. We're quitting the show. It's over. I can't be with you anymore. I can't work under these situations. It's done. Are any of you guys? No. Okay. Ignoring that one. What is your favorite plant? I don't have one. Aloe vera.
Bushes are okay.
Bushes are great.
Trees are all right.
Thick, big trees. I like a good tree.
I mean, I did think that I liked cactuses, or cacti is probably the right plural,
can't-
because I thought they could live like for ages
Nope.
without being watered and general neglect, but it turns out they can't. So I don't like cacti.
Main reason I don't like cactus, you can't climb a cactus. That's just painful. Bad time.
I actually have plastic plants in here.
I don't think that counts. I love
I mean,
cactuses,
I
not
like
real
them. They
ones.
don't require anything.
Well, yeah, that's true. I guess I can't argue with that. Why has Ben got no social media? Yeah, there you go. Why has Ben no social? Oh, okay, sorry. There was a typo in that. Why has Ben no social medias
I
which
think
you
we
can?
were talking about that yesterday, sort of a bit.
You're also quite bad at keeping those sort of things updated.
Yes, I'm very bad. The only social media I have is an Instagram, which I never put anything on.
I've got an idea. Because we're absolutely terrible, shockingly bad to updating the looted Instagram. I feel like that should just be your social that people could follow. Just call that like the Ben Show.
Yeah, I mean, we could do that.
Welcome to the Ben
The
Show.
problem is, it's a weird one because I'm always sort of busy doing something or other, so it's sort of hard to figure out, well, what should I put on there that's actually interesting? Because a lot of the time it'll just be like, I'm working.
One day you were working
I am
on.
doing everyday life.
True. There was one time you showed like you're working on some massive LED screens or something, and you decided to put a looted video up and took a photo of that. That could be an Instagram stuff.
Oh yeah, I remember. Actually, they was relatively small ones.
Well, they looked
So I
big.
think it was a screen that's sort of about 3 meters across by 1.8 high. And I think I sent Charles a picture. I'd be like, Charles, I'm playing looted on this.
Yeah, there you go. See, there could be some good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, actually, I kind of like that idea. Maybe I should adopt the looted one.
Maybe because we literally never update it. I'm
Or just adapt my personal one because I don't really use that for a lot anyway.
I guess yeah. It depends.
Or
Really,
maybe I'll make it up. I don't know. I do like the idea of trying to keep up to date with something like that.
because we get to do like every time we're filming, we like take a photo, like do some behind the scenes stuffs on that Instagram and stuff like that. Just so there's more regular content coming up on it. It's just so tricky to remember because we're trying to remember so much other stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Most of the time we remember the majority of it, but it's just yeah.
Yeah. That's it. Oh well. All right. One more question. We'll leave it at that. You've got a choice between. Why doesn't Ben show his face? What is your favorite board game? Or what's your favorite food? There you go.
Face. I don't know. We kind of didn't because I was behind the camera anyway, and sort of carried on with it because it was sort of a bit of a joke.
I think it's a running joke, which I just enjoy doing because it adds a bit of mystique. Which I've always just liked doing. I don't know why. It was like ever since we started it, I'm like, Ben's gonna be faceless, and then you started talking more in videos, so you definitely became more of a character. So we're like, kind of just want to have something going on. But I think one day we're gonna do it. 1,000,000 subscribers, face reveal. Go, get on it, boys.
Don't forget to share, subscribe, and do all those. Unfortunately, it's sort of essential to put on the end of the video.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like we do so many plugs at the end, like, but you know,
It's getting ridiculous.
it's getting ridiculous, and no one does it. So why are we doing it? Yeah, I'm gonna shorten this down. I think it's a bit unnecessary, but we'll share the videos, share them to like people, get people watching them. Come on, help us out, man. But it's fine. It's but yeah, Ben, the censored man. And we're gonna end with this nice little bit, which I like. Respect your efforts as a small channel and how much you put into it. Thanks a lot, man. I like to think that we try our best, and I do enjoy the content that we come out with. Like sometimes like I'll be at work and I'll just decide to put on like an old looted video which I barely remember, and I'm like, oh, I remember doing that. That was quite fun. And yeah, I'm glad we're doing it, and I'm glad we're sticking with it, and I'm hoping something will come of it eventually. Fingers crossed. It'll be good.
Oh
Great.
yes.
That's it. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for another edition of the Looted live stream. We'll be back at some point, hopefully sooner rather than later, because I know like every single time we do a live stream, there's quite a lot of time in between it. But we would like to do maybe like once a month at a push, maybe every 2 weeks, but we'll see how it goes. And yeah, well, next time let's do. I'll try doing some Patreon exclusive streams, just to sort of shout out the people on Patreon and pay back. So them helping us out. So yeah, if you guys want to be involved in that, check out our Patreon page. I think that you can just we've set it so people just like donate like $1 will be have access to the Patreon page, have access to the live streams and stuff like that. So it's not much, but either way, anyway, if you don't want to, just look out for these live streams. I'm not going to force you. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one. New video on Wednesday. And yeah, have a good one.
Bye.
Bye bye.